And the first person who will read their essay is Andrew Hicks II. I guess he goes by AJ.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Hicks II. I'm a sophomore attending Georgia State University. I wrote my essay on the topic, Who or What Inspires You, Why and How? My inspiration comes from my parents. While some might consider that on the nose, the love, nurturance, perseverance, and sacrifice they've shown have profoundly shaped me into the individual I am today. Both of my parents were full-time educators with over 40 years of combined experience in the public school system. From the start, learning was encouraged, and I was taught that access to education is a privilege, a truth often unfathomable to many, but one that deeply resonates with me as a young Black man in America. My mother was born in Haiti and moved to the US at the age of 6. She didn't understand any English and was often bullied in school. Yet, she refused to let that lacuna in language intimidate her. She sedulously adapted, learned English, graduated high school, earned her bachelor's in education, and began teaching Haitian elementary students with language barriers. It was a full circle moment that she deeply cherished. My father was the first in his family to graduate college, earning a BS in business administration at FAMU while playing the French horn in the iconic Marching 100. Though his educational journey was a milestone achievement, I'm inspired most by his fight against stage 4 colon cancer. Unfortunately, his battle concluded in 2017, but he was never defeated. He remained intrepid amidst the chaos that surrounded our family. During that time, my mother had retired to become his caretaker. I witnessed her strength and deference to my father's dignity as he fought for his life. We uprooted from South Florida to Georgia so that my dad could receive specialized chemotherapy. I switched schools mid-junior year and took on more responsibility for my three younger siblings who are only 4, 5, and 6. Throughout this grueling process, I felt emotionally innervated, searching desperately for balance. But I refused to let those feelings break me. Instead, I leaned into my parents' power, allowing their legacy to bolster me through it all. I'll never forget my father's final words. No matter what happens, you keep on going, you hear me? He smiled jocosely, but I knew how serious he was. Currently, as I pursue my college education and navigate life's vicissitudes, I carry their sacrifices with pride. My mother continues to be my greatest supporter. She, my siblings, and the memory of my father galvanize me forward. So, am I inspired by my parents? Yes, I am.
I might point out that the students had to write from a particular prompt they chose, and they were also tasked with using at least six Auntie Bev vocabulary words. So they had to do some research, they had to do some critical thinking, and they had to know how to use those words correctly in those sentences. All of those things were taken into consideration. If you didn't understand the word and you just threw it in to a sentence and the judges knew it wasn't correct, you were dinged for that. So thank you very much. All right, next up we have Miss Chloe. So would you introduce yourself, please, dear?
Hello, my name is Chloe McNeil. I'm a rising sophomore, and I attend Howard University. And the prompt I chose was, do you believe college is necessary? Why or why not? At this point in time, college is necessary, not because it guarantees success, but because society places such a heavy value on degrees as a form of validation. Employers often judge capability based on education status, even when that measure of validity is spurious. While it is frustrating that college is a requirement for many fields, it is understandably one for professions like electrical engineering or biomechanics, where formal training is critical. I fully applaud those who choose not to go to college and still achieve the highest level of success. The process of getting into college is one long and grueling road, and the process for paying for it is even worse. Unfortunately, many who skip college are unfairly treated with disrepute, as if their worth is not tied solely to a degree. That kind of judgment is both classist and harmful. College is not the only way to gain knowledge, but it is one of the few spaces where you can gain intense growth and transformation in a brief amount of time. The experiences you gain, living on your own, managing your time, and shaping your identity, are hard to replicate in real life without access to resources, relationships, and connections that college provides. The journey of choice and independence is one I believe everyone should at least have the opportunity to experience. It teaches responsibility, self advocacy, and growth. For someone like me studying visual art, some people consider it anathema to go to college for a field that can't be inherently wrong or one they consider a waste because someone teaches you to color. I did not see my dream just because others misunderstood it. I'm not here to prove art can be right. I'm here to build a foundation, access resources like kilns and printing presses, make connections, and refine my craft. I'm here to gain knowledge from those just like me who have built professional careers and are still creating work today. The system isn't perfect. College can sometimes feel like it's built on artifice, selling a future through debt. But I approach it with humility, holding on to clarity, intention, and a belief in the purpose behind the life I'm building. I know it is not the only path, but for me, it is the one that offers the growth, exposure, and transformation I need to build the future I envision. Thank you.
And finally, we have Nicholas. And Nicholas, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I'm going to have you do it for us.
My last name is Onaiwu.
Okay, very good. So would you go ahead and introduce yourself? What classification are you? And read your essay.
My name is Nicholas Onaiwu. I'm a rising sophomore at the University of Louisiana, Louisiana University, State University. Um, and the prompt that I chose was, what made you decide to choose your major, and what are your goals and aspirations after college? I'm sorry. Okay. Growing up in the undeserving neighborhoods of Newark, New Jersey, I witnessed firsthand the daily struggles of families who are often forced to succeed their dreams to systems built against them. Opportunities were short, and survival sometimes felt like the only priority. I saw brilliant minds sidelined by circumstances out of their control. Too many futures derailed by lack of access, support, and protection. That environment shaped my decision to study law and finance with the goal of using sports as a tool to rebuild communities like mine and create generational wealth. This the turning point came at the point the turning point came when I realized how many young athletes from places like Newark were exploited or misled by spurious contracts and flashy promises, tricked by tricked by chumpery deals dressed in gold, causing them to often lose everything they had worked for. I knew from that moment I didn't just want to be successful, but I wanted to be the one protecting others from the traps designed to keep them down. My goal is to become a sports attorney and agent who brings integrity, education, and real empowerment to the table. I'm pursuing this path with a brazen determination because I knew that real change doesn't come from waiting patiently. I mean, yeah, just doesn't come from waiting patiently. It comes from bold and intentional action. I want to break the cycle by educating athletes on their rights, negotiating fair deals, and building businesses that give back to the community that raised us. I refuse to let my neighborhood be known for only its crime uh, statistics. Instead, Instead, I want to make it known for its leaders, entrepreneurs, and success stories. My aspirations don't stop at personal success. I want to establish an agency that not only represents athletes, but also reinvest in undeserving areas, mentoring youth, building building financial literacy programs, and creating safe spaces for growth. I may have started as a rapscallion by society standards, and just another kid from the hood, but I have grown into someone with vision, purpose, and passion. My goals are not abstemious dreams, but carefully laid plans grounded in justice, strategy, and love for my people. In the end, I chose my major because I believe law and sports are powerful vehicles for change with lots of influence, and I plan to drive them straight into the hearts of communities like Newark to show the next generation what's possible. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Nicholas. All right, so there you have it. Those were our finalists based on the judges' uh, criteria, what they looked for.